Hi, second grade. Let's begin today with some phonogram review. Remember, we're not learning any new phonograms. This week, we're just reviewing the ones that we learned pretty quickly last week. So let's see, get your paper and pencil and get ready to use your most beautiful writing. All right, the first phonogram is E. Class, what are you going to write? Good. And if you're not sure, what can you say to help yourself remember what E is? Good. E double E always says E. All right, write it and say it while you write it. All right, so if you're not sure by now, just draw a line below the baseline. All right, this is our E. E double E always says E. This is the only one that only makes the E sound, right? Remember, our vowel E says E. All right. Oops. The next one is a two-letter A that we do not use at the end of English words. What are you going to write? Good. A two-letter A that we do not use at the end of English words. So leave a clock space, write it, and say it while you write it. All right, class, so if you couldn't remember it by now, do a line. And then, of course, if you don't remember it, after I write it, please pause the video and write it 3 times, saying it while you write it. All right, this is our A two-letter A that we do not use at the end of English words. All right, so if you didn't have that, pause the video, write it 3 times, saying it while you write it. All right, the next one is ew. What are you going to write? Good. Ew. All right, write it and say it while you write it. All right. This is our ew. Okay. So again, if you didn't have that, pause it, write it, say it while you write it, so it gets stuck in your mind. All right, our next phonogram is G-ja. What are you going to write? Good, G-ja. So write it and say it while you write it. All right, so this one's going all the way back to our second day of literacy, I think. This is our G-ja. All right, so if you didn't have that, you know what to do. All right, our next phonogram is or. What are you going to write? Good, or. All right, class, this is our or. Or. All right, and make sure you're underlining anything that's more than one letter. Anytime we have 2 or more letters, we underline it. All right. Ooh, this next one, this one seems to be a little tricky. Let's see if you remember it. Ooh, or. What are you going to write? Good. Ooh, or. All right, write it and say it while you write it. Yeah, we haven't practiced that one too much since we learned it or reviewed it. So if there's a line below the baseline after I write it in, I want you to pause the video, write it 3 times, and while you write it, you would be saying ooh, or. All right, that is our ooh, or. All right, the next phonogram is qua. All right, so I don't have my hand up, right? I use my hand up to give you a signal that it's something that sounds kind of similar, but it isn't the same. So it's not the one with the hand, but kwa. All right, so write that and say it while you write it. All right, class, this is our, and remember, this was our first 2-letter phonogram. This first one by itself, it can't say anything. Got to put that other letter with it. All right. All right, the next phonogram is ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, I, or a. Class, what are you going to write? I'll say it with you. Ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, I, or a. All right, write that and say it while you write it. All right, class, this is our ch, 3-letter ch, used only after a single vowel that says a, I, or a. Okay, so if you didn't have this, you know what to do. All right, our next phonogram is ya, it, I, e. What are you going to write? Good, ya, it, I, e. So write it and say it while you write it. All right, class, this is our ya, it, I, e. Class, who remembers what's so special about this letter or this phonogram? If you said it's the only one that is sometimes a vowel and sometimes a consonant, great job. That is true. It's the only one. So it's very special that way. All right. Our last phonogram is sh. And while you write it, I'll say its whole name. Sh. Used at the beginning of a word or the end of a syllable, but never the beginning of a syllable after the first one, except for the ending ship. So say it while you write it. You just need to say sh. All right, class, this is our sh, used at the beginning of a word or the end of a syllable, but never the beginning of a syllable after never the beginning of a syllable after the first one, except for the ending ship. All right, great job with that review, and I'll see you in the next video.